Hi, welcome to today's tutorial in which we're going to go over system and study logs in neXus 360. All user access is restricted to only securely encrypted traffic using industry standard HTTPS protocol and AES 256 algorithms. And we're on the user login screen at the moment, but there's also a two-factor authentication option that can be enabled for site-wide user authentication. So we're just logging in here as an administrator. And when we first log in, we can see the dashboards function, which is covered by another tutorial. The important thing to remember though is all of your user functions and permissibility are controlled via group access defined functions. So if we have a look at the admin tools section and go to system groups, as the administrator I have lab manager access for today's tutorial. So if I go to the lab managers group and hit on the pencil button, then basically what we need to do is just ensure that I have the necessary access. And so that is under the patient and study, you can see I have permission to view the study log. Under the system and user access settings, I also have the permissions to look at the system log here. So now we go back to admin tools. The system log is showing us all of the users that have accessed the system at any point in time. The view we're looking at now is going to be similar throughout this tutorial and for other features within neXus 360. We have a filter row at the top, and so in here we can add in filter parameters that we'd like to look at. If we then go into studies log, this is where we can track events for a particular study itself. So here we're looking at the first name and last name of the patient with their reference code and the service type and when the study was started. This date here is actually showing the login date for the study log itself and the user that logged in and the application that was used. So if it's a general neXus 360 application, it will say neXus 360. If they actually looked at the data file, for example the Profusion PSG4 file, it will show PSG4 here. Another way to actually access the study log is go to the Studies tab, and then next to that patient file name you'll see this blue service details folder. Select on the icon, and then as it opens up the service details page you can go over to the top right hand corner. There's an advanced section and that will also have a study log link. That will show the same study log, which is uneditable but filterable, so we can look once again for the username of red, and I have this same study sitting on multiple user sites with multiple administrator and user names, so that's why you're seeing it duplicated. And once again we see the same categories as we did before. Thank you for your time.